happening, guys? So we have a match reaction of the game played just now. Yeah, as you can see at the bottom there, Leicester City. Well, let's just start again. King Power Stadium, Leicester City versus Arsenal. Full-time score: Leicester City 0, Arsenal 2. Match reaction. Let's get it. Did I not call it in my match preview that, okay, put Merino up front then? You know what I mean? Because he was a pointless signing. But seems though we signed him and we didn't need him, it's like, well, at least throw him up front then. Because if anybody, right, if anybody could be thrown in there to just be a striker, it'd be him. As I said before, like, we've all been calling out what is Merino actually good at. And I was saying he was good at taking shots from distance. Like, when he takes shots, he's never a million miles away. I said this. You know what I mean? Those of you who come in here later, after seeing this live, you'll know you see me say,
I've seen him do it.
I said Merino's good at taking shots. And when he takes shots, he's never a million miles away. You know what I mean? Man comes and scores a brace. You know what? I've two bit of cider to celebrate it as well. Now, let me talk about the game. The game went exactly how I knew it'd go. I knew it would be like that. I knew that Leicester. Let me put this MacBook to charge, actually. I knew that Leicester would defend well anyway. I knew it would be one of them games where it's like it's going to be tight. I predicted a 1-0 win, and I predicted a defender or midfielder scoring. But I was more leaning towards a defender will score. But I knew a striker or forward wouldn't score in this game. Like, let's not beat around the bush. Like, Merino is not a striker. We know this. You know what I mean? But he came on and scored a brace. It's not, for me, it's no surprise Merino scored, but it was a surprise for him to score 2. And that second goal, right? We don't even see Kai Havertz score a goal like that with that confidence. How is a player coming on and his second goal like that? You know what I mean? The amount of Merino, the goals he scored, right? When you look at the goals he scored, he looks like he's played striker before, but apparently he's never played as a striker. And he didn't know that he was going to end up playing as a striker or anything. Yet he busts that out. Yet we've got forwards that ain't confident at all. Sterling. Let me get on to Sterling, right? Because I'm sorry, fam.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sterling is absolutely washed. Sterling's absolutely washed. But you know what will happen? He's going to start the next game. You know what I mean? He's going to start the next game, and then Merino's going to be our super sub. You know what I mean? That's probably how it's going to be. But yeah, Sterling, he can't even beat his man. Pause. You know what I mean? You can't get past the fullback. You can't. You know what I mean? Anytime the ball's at his feet, he's tripping over it. Like, what happened to this guy? These guys are up at this point. You're going to see the best of me. Fam, we're seeing the worst of you. You know what I mean? But the game, Leicester defended well. That indeed, they're number 6. I mean, he defended well. But most of the game, Leicester defended well. So I'll give Leicester credit because, you know, obviously with the situation they're in, the relegation battle and all that, they did well to defend the way they did. But I knew, like I said, I predicted a 1-0 win, but we ended up winning 2. I knew we'll get a goal. All we needed to do is keep pushing, and we ended up getting a goal. I mean, like, the best thing about this game, obviously, other than the goals that were scored, was seeing like Luis Skelly and Nwaneri do the business. Nwaneri came close. No, obviously Nwaneri with the assist for the first goal, by the way. Big up to him. And man like Luis Skelly with that, oh my days, Leicester could have been 1-0 up, man. and Lewis Skelly got he got his toe onto it out for a corner. Big up to Lewis Skelly, man. Big up to man like MLS, because fam, I'm telling you, like, we got a couple of gems there. What worries me, and some of you might not like hearing this, but what worries me is the manager. Now, before I explain why, let me just big up Arteta for making us up and putting Merino up front. I mean, like, we have to give Arteta credit for getting over the line in this game. We have to. Because if we'd have lost this game, we'd be on Arteta's case. See, I'm fair. I'm fair. As much as I want him gone, I'm fair. Yeah? We had no striker, right? And Arteta chose, you know what, Merino, go up front. You know what I mean? And I didn't mind that. You all heard me in my match preview. You all heard me say about Merino putting him up front.
I've seen him do it.
And you've also heard me in the past say that, you know, we don't know what Merino's good for. And I said, I think he's good at just taking shots from distance. Because when he takes shots, he's never a million miles away. You all heard
I've
that.
seen him do it.
You know what I mean? So I could see it. Arteta could see it. And he put him up front. And look what Merino did. He not one, but two. Man got a brace. I didn't expect him to get a brace. Him scoring isn't the surprise. It's him getting 2 of the goals. Imagine if he'd have got a hat-trick. I just imagine if Merino had got a hat-trick. You know what I mean? And this is his first time playing as a striker. You know what I'm saying? Man like Merino with a break. See, this is how I want to be all the time. But I just know that I'm going to be walking along jolly, down the street, and someone's going to whack me over the head. And I'm not going to see it. AKA, we know that Arteta is going to Arteta at some point. Now, people are saying, obviously with man like Big E, Nwaneri, right? That, if he's this good now at 17 years old, how good is he going to be in his early 20s? Well, see, the problem I have with that is we were saying the same thing about Saka, pretty much. You know what I mean? Nwaneri would be another victim of being overplayed and, essentially almost doing a two-man job. But what makes it worse in this case is that we've got Saka to come back. Arteta being Arteta, the type of manager he is, he would just throw Saka back in and Nwaneri would be back on the bench. Nwaneri is too young to be this good and be sat on the bench. So we're going to be in a predicament where it's like we're going to have to give him games if we want to keep him. Because our problem, and it's been like this for a long time, our problem is we can't have two quality players in the same position because one gets impatient and wants to leave. And that's the problem. And that's why we don't win doubles and shit now. You know what I mean? Because you will have a player that's good that might not start games and they'll want to leave because they're not getting regular game time. That's the kind of problem we have. We're not going to be able to keep, let's say Saka's fully fit right now, yeah? We're not going to be able to keep Nwaneri sweet. We're not. So unless we're going to be subbing off Saka in games from Nwaneri quite often now, and one starts one game, the other starts the other game, if we're going to chop and change around like that, unless we're going to do that, that's really the best case scenario. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, the game today, yeah, he just went how I knew it'd go like this. I knew it. I knew the game would go like that. And I saw what I saw was a 1-0 win from like a defender getting a goal and not necessarily being from a set piece either. You know what I mean? That's how I saw it going. I knew a forward wouldn't score though. I said that. I said I don't think a forward will score. And Moreno's not a forward. He just played in the position. Credit to him for subbing Sterling off. Yeah. Credit to Arteta for that as well. I mean, he knew Sterling want that guy, man. And it's like, you brought him in. You never brought that guy in. But, you know, I'm not going to slag off Arteta too much because he rectified, he did right for this game. Merino is McTominay. I would take it if he scores goals in this period. Yeah, like I said, Merino up front, and I said that for a reason, because I know that out of all the players, really, the only other players other than Merino that I'd be like, I wouldn't mind seeing them up front is like Calafiori or something. You know what I mean? Like you know, you got players that got eye for a goal that aren't strikers, that aren't forwards, like Calafiori, Merino. They're players who have eye for a goal. You know what I mean? You could say Partey, but Partey is not the type of player I would throw as an emergency striker. He's not. He's too good of a midfielder to be that. The players that you want to throw in random positions are players that aren't really that good in their natural position. This is why I get pissed with Partey being at right back, because he's so good as a midfielder. Like, why are you taking him out of that? Zinchenko is not good at being a left back. Put him as a centre mid. Put him as a number 10. You know what I mean? Put him left wing if you have to. You know what I mean? But when you got a player that's you know what I mean? I don't want to see a player who's really good at this position then get moved. But if a player plays a certain position and he's not very good at it, I don't mind seeing him move around. For example, I wouldn't mind seeing Calafiori play as number 6. I won't mind seeing that, because I think he'd be better than, well, he'd be at least being better than be a left back. And we know he's a natural centre back. You know what I mean? And Merino being a number 6, for me, he's not the best at it, but he does have an eye for a goal. So it made sense throwing him up front. It made sense. That's why I'm giving Arteta full credit for doing that. Because I was wondering, is he going to do that? Because he was quick to throw a Partey at right back. And that didn't work. And we could all see that didn't work. But Merino being a striker temporarily would make sense in this moment in time. It's like they shoot the ball without trying to overthink where to place the shot. Like Odegaard sometimes overthinks, which is annoying. Yeah, like in the game, there was I can't remember which Leicester play it was, but the ball came down and he took a shot. I don't know if it was Ndidi. I don't know if it was him. I remember saying to myself, see how they just take the shot straight away? If it was us, would have took a touch and tried to do some bullshit. And that's what Odegaard in that position would have done that. You know what I mean? When's the last time you saw Odegaard shoot a volley? I can't remember the last time Odegaard shot a volley. I can't remember. He always takes a touch, an extra one. You know what I mean? Rice looked like he hurt himself a little bit today, like towards the end. So I'm hoping that he's not hurt to the point, because I know he's had this thing with his toe. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that he's going to be all right. But yeah, Miles Lewis Skelly, fam, levels. You know what I mean? It's just for me, Sterling is just like the odd piece in there, man. He's just not a not very good player, man. He's just not. But 3 points on the board. You know, obviously the situation that we're in, you know, got no striker, blah blah blah. It's you know, we're in a peak position. Obviously, closing the gap on Liverpool, but I'm not thinking about us trying to win the league at this moment in time, because you know we'll just have to wait and see what happens. For me, I don't care about Liverpool winning games as long as we keep winning them until our players come back. I mean, that's when I'm looking at Liverpool like, okay, now I really want you to drop points, because if Liverpool drop points now, right, that puts more pressure on us in this situation. I don't want that amount of pressure on us while we've got these players out, Martinelli and Saka. While they're out, I don't want that pressure of, oh well, Liverpool slipped up in it, so only about 2 points now. I don't want that. I'd rather, by the time Martinelli and Saka come back, I don't care if Liverpool are still 6 points clear or whatever, 7 points clear. I don't care. But while they're back, that's when it's like, okay, now I need you to drop points now. Because if Liverpool drop points now and we're closing the gap, despite having no striker and blah blah blah, right? All that will happen is the pressure of us, the media is going to keep talking about it. It's going to get into the player's head. Arteta and his goofiness, and then by the time Saka and thingy come back, they'll get rushed back now. You know what I mean? That will most likely justify Arteta rushing them back because it's like, oh shit, now. You know what I mean? So yeah, Liverpool play Wolves tomorrow. Is what it is. You know what I mean? If Liverpool smoke them, is what it is. You know what I mean, but yeah, we'll just have to see. I mean, we've got another competition that we have no chance in my opinion, aka Champions League. You know what I mean? Like, don't let today fool you. But this stream's not for that. End of the day, we won today, and it is what it is. Other guy used to have a good shot where he guides the ball into the net. Yeah, his Newcastle goal, the goal against Tottenham, and the one against Man United last season. But he seems to have lost that. You know what I mean? He seems to have lost that spark. I don't know where it's gone. The media overdo stuff with Arsenal, so I get you. It's annoying. Yeah, that's what they'll do. You know what I mean? The media, if Liverpool drop points, like Liverpool got Wolves tomorrow, right? If they drop points, let's say Wolves beat Liverpool at Anfield, right? That means it remains 4 points. Yeah. And then let me just have a look at the fixtures. I'll have a look at the fixtures actually. In fact, you know what? I'll share my screen with you. So Premier League. So it's 4 points right now. Yeah, Liverpool Wolves tomorrow. So let's say Wolves beat them. It stays 4 points, and then they play. They play against Villa. Why have they got Villa there, and nobody else is playing? So everyone's gonna have a game in hand over Liverpool then, because they go to Villa after that on the 19th. Is Villa got a game in hand or something? Where's Villa? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Well, anyways, so if Liverpool drop point, let's say Liverpool lose their next 2, for example, right? Let's stay 4 points going into our game against West Ham at home, which is a 3 o'clock kickoff. Then we can close it to 1, for example. If somebody said that could happen right now, personally, I wouldn't take it, because the media, right, with us still having unavailable players that we have, the media is just going to have the pants down, spraying kids everywhere, trying to hype Arsenal up to oblivion, right? And then it'll get to a point where we've got to go to Forest at the end of this month, yeah. And then I could just see us dropping points, and then we start rushing players back. I don't want that. So if Liverpool keep winning for now, as long as we keep winning, though, as long as we keep winning, I don't care if Liverpool win alongside us. I don't care. I mean, like I said, when Martinelli and Saka come back, right, that's when it's like, right, let's keep winning, and let's hope Liverpool are dropping. I mean, obviously, we all want Liverpool to drop points at this moment in time, but I'm just saying that, I'm thinking of the bigger picture. I'm thinking about how things would go, and it's more pressure on us if we end up going top soon, while we've got Martinelli and Saka out. That's all I'm saying. If the Skelly was being talked about for days, imagine what would happen if Liverpool drop points now. Exactly, that's what I mean. Liverpool drop points now. They're like, oh, mate. You know what I mean? It's like, then every game is more. It'll be an overhyped cup final. We have to go to Forest. In fact, let me go back to the fixtures. Let me go to our fixtures. Right? Let me have a look. Let me share this with you. So let's go to fixtures. So West Ham at home next. Forest away. Then Man United away. Jesus Christ, Man United away. We haven't registered back-to-back wins at Old Trafford in Premier League history, by the way. Then it's Chelsea at home. We can't play Sterling in that game, so you know, and not like Sterling's gonna be a loss. And then it's Fulham at home, who we struggle against. Then Everton away, Brentford at home, Ipswich away, Palace at home, Bournemouth at home, Liverpool away, Newcastle at home, then Southampton away. You know what I mean? Like these are easy fixtures, you know, especially with the way we've been playing. They are not easy fixtures at all. You know what I mean? They are not easy fixtures. But it is what it is. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here for the match reaction. Obviously, big 3 points on the board, which, yeah, and it's always nice, right? It always feels even more sweeter winning on a Saturday early afternoon kickoff, because then all we have to do is chill and watch everybody else play now. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Oh, actually, I'm going to go live. Not right now, but I'm going to go live soon on FC25. I'm on episode 13. No, wait, hold on. No, I'm on episode 14 now. And it's a case of, can I clinch the treble? Because the league's mine now. You know what I mean? The league's mine. So it's a case of, I've got Crystal Palace in the FA Cup semi-final. And I've got an Italian team. I don't know if it's AC Milan, because you know how some clubs aren't named who they are in the game. I got them in the Champions League, in the quarterfinals. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.